Good evening. Welcome to Jambo Radio. I am your host, Agatha Kabera. Welcome to Mind Matters. And welcome my beautiful co-host, Yoko. Hey.
Thanks for the intro.
Guys, welcome again. So today's topic, of course, is age and well-being. But before we start, guys, please make sure you download our app, Jambo Radio Scotland, and make sure you follow us on all our social medias, Jambo Radio Scotland. And if you want to catch up with any of our shows, go to www.jamboradioscotland.co.uk. And also, if you want to join in the show tonight, or this evening, sorry, please call us on 074 59 906 822. Yes, guys, so let's start with our topic. Age and well-being. So today, since Yoko...
well, I knew it. I can't have a break.
Yoko's the one who decided today's topic, so...
I gave you an idea.
we're going to let her...
Okay.
We're going to let her start. Yoko, so take us through. Age and well-being.
Age and well-being. Well, it's never too late, you know. I feel like the older you get, the more pressure you feel from everybody around you. Even work. You know, the older you get, you think you need to make more money to be more successful, that you actually waste time in taking care of yourself. And as we know, money comes and goes quickly. So why not do the rest? Like, for example, some of my clients are above 50. You know, I'll play a game of badminton with them, they're shocked. I played this when I was away. Do you know what I mean? But they loved it. And I'm always trying to encourage people, it's never too late. You know, especially for parents. I'm sure some parents love to take their kids out for football, basketball, you know, and they do take part in it. Why not take the whole family?
True.
Why not take the wife?
True.
Why not take, you know, the grandma?
Yes.
You know, everybody, let's go outside. Okay, maybe not the grandma, outside is cold.
Well, here it's cold.
You know, but you know what I mean? Like, I feel like with age, there's a lot of stigma towards it. Like in other countries, like in the States, they're very sensitive about age. The older you get, the less opportunities you have.
True. That's very true.
It's even here.
Yeah, because here you definitely have more opportunities when you're younger.
100%.
Yeah.
Like, they throw opportunities at you, you know, and they focus more on the young people, which I'm supportive of, because the youth are our future.
Yes.
You know, I'm with that. But at the same time, we need to also take time and appreciate ourselves and our age.
True.
You know, they say age is nothing but a number. I used to be skeptical about that. And then I became old.
You're not old. You're not old.
And then I was like, all right, change is needed. But I feel like people need to stop fearing, because they're like, I'm too old to do this and I'm too old to do that. Yeah. You're never too old.
True. I agree. I 100% agree. I think, you know, when it comes to doing whatever you want, it's how you feel.
100%.
It shouldn't be your age that's limiting you.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And it goes from everything, not just, you know, fitness. It goes from your day-to-day life. If you want to go play indoor golf,
go do it.
Go do it.
Go do it.
You know, if you want to go jump in a puddle,
go do it.
Time is ticking.
Yes. Honestly, and time doesn't wait for nobody.
No.
So yeah, which is so funny, because actually I done a bit of research, and when
on the way here, I'm driving and you're like, what? Did you write it all down now?
It was actually, you know, although we're saying, like, you know, the older you get, the more you limit yourself for less opportunities. When I was actually researching, it was actually saying, you know, the older you get, the more you're actually more open to stuff.
100%.
Because, you know, you're getting to that age where you've experienced, I guess, quite a lot. Yeah. So you now want to do more things that make you happy.
100%.
So,
I mean, look at it in this way. So a lot of Scottish people, old Scottish people back in the day, they used to go to Spain and buy properties, right?
Yeah,
and they would
get
be like,
that villa.
No joke. And they were cheap, but they were dodgy villas. So they'd be like, okay, I'm away, grandkids, kids, I'm away, I'll be in Spain. You understand? And I think that's amazing. The fact that they can up and leave and go try a whole different life. But why should we wait till we've retired?
Or Listen, I am number one advocate of that. Listen, I am not waiting until I am old. I have no energy anymore to start doing what I want to do. I need to start doing it now. Like this is why I live in the moment. Like, listen, I don't know. Like tomorrow is not guaranteed. Life so if tricky. I'm out here like, oh my God, I'm gonna wait until I'm retired, or I'm gonna wait until I have a house and this to experience this. I might not wake up tomorrow.
You might not even get a chance to spend
that.
Thank
you. So like I love to not think about the future and just be present in the moment.
I mean, don't be crazy about it.
I'm not crazy. Like I do think about the future, but 100% I'm that person that lives in the moment.
And I 100% agree with that.
Yeah.
But I feel like obviously you need to have some sort of plan. And this says me who does not have a plan. Everything I've done till this point is just kind of made up as you go along.
Yeah.
But it works out.
But then also, wouldn't you say that? Because I think a lot of our anxiety and depression comes from, that projection of like, what's the future going to be? So don't you think us living in the moment and just being present and enjoying what you're going through in that moment, is that not good for your mental health then?
100%. It is. But people are different. There's some people who thrive with a plan.
True.
You understand? Like my sister, she
likes...
Everything needs to be organized. She needs to know what she's doing.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? When there's me, I just wake up and go, I'm going to paint my full house today.
That's me.
Worst idea I've ever made. But you know what I mean? So I feel like it goes both ways, you know what I mean? But
it depends on the kind of person you are.
And we're all so different.
True.
We need to remember this.
True.
This is also so perfect for our mental health. Is to remember your own self.
Yep.
Don't live because Agatha is doing this or she's going here. Let her go.
True.
You go find something else to do.
True.
You know what I mean? Don't waste everybody's time and your time, because we're spending too much time focusing on everything else.
Everybody else and what everybody else thinks.
But really, all you need to do is wake up and go, okay, so this is my decision for the day.
Me.
You?
Me.
That's it. They say life is not a destination, it's the journey.
It's a process.
You see?
Enjoy the process.
Oh my days. Author right there. No, but seriously, I feel like if we stop and actually listen to that phrase, you will understand a bit more about life.
Oh my days, this is so crazy because guys, I need to even just bring this out, that we're talking about this. Today I had an event that I was doing with international students, and there was like this quote saying, mental health is not a destination but a process. It's not about how you drive, it's about how you drive, not where you're going.
Swear down. Swear. I like that. I'm gonna keep mine first though. Don't be using that in your next radio show, yeah? Like, oh, I saw this today. No, you heard it from me. But yeah, I mean, really, I feel like we're focusing so much on age. And you know why we do that? Because society is telling us to do it.
True. Like everything is like, by this age you're supposed to have this, by this age you're supposed to have that.
For real.
So like you're just like, ain't gonna lie, like myself when I was like young, I was like, by 21 I'm gonna be married. By 25 I'm gonna have a baby.
You're not.
Yeah, I was. That's what I'm saying, because I'd already put it in my head, like, this is what I want.
You got married at 21?
Yeah, but it was wrong. I barely knew myself at 21, guys.
Yeah, especially at that time.
Exactly.
Like, it must have been a roller coaster.
We were both so young and we still wanted to party.
Like, hey.
So it did not work out. So, get to know yourself first and, what you want.
But, like...
Enjoy yourself.
It's also generation here, okay?
Okay.
I mean, I'm older than you, I think, by a few.
Okay.
Okay, right.
I don't think you're that old, but okay.
So I know people who are younger than me.
Okay.
Right? Let's say early 20s.
Okay.
Successful.
True.
Kids.
True.
Baby mama.
True.
Not married.
True.
Because the Scots are not really into just marrying each other like that.
True.
And that's them, Okay, I'm settled, I'm this. And I think at my age, when I was 21, no way was I thinking that that's the life I wanted. Did that make me more depressed at the time? No. I was actually free.
Yeah.
Because I didn't have a timeline.
Yeah.
I didn't expect anybody to want to do things with me like that.
Yeah.
I just kind of lived. You know, so that's why I'm saying people are different. You get people who are
ready.
Really?
Yeah.
And you're getting engineers now at 2019.
Yeah.
It's amazing. I love that. But at the same time, it also pulls me back a bit, because how long did you spend studying in uni?
Like a good 3 years.
Right? Wait there.
4 years.
Wait there. And then after that, you're going straight into a full-time job.
True.
Wait there. And along the way, you've got somebody pregnant. So that's you. That's you, and you're seeing things in a distance, and you're like, okay, so da-da-da-da. That can also cause problems with your mental health, but some can actually thrive off of that. I have a friend who met a girl for the first time and never left her. He's got 3 kids with her now.
Yeah.
That was like almost 15 years ago. And he's content with that lifestyle.
Yeah.
You know, so as I said, like, to some people, they love
can
that.
Thrive.
But don't feel like, oh, because I'm too young, I can't be this.
Yeah.
Or I'm too young, I need to. That was our generation where we were like, oh, we're too young, we'll wait. This new generation, they're on the ball, bro.
But then also this new generation, would you say it's also the fact that a lot of knowledge is open to them? Our generation, we did not have the internet, and you know,
fair enough. I mean, we're that old, eh?
Like, we are. Like how, like this generation's like they're coming into a world where, you know, information's at your fingertips.
It's key.
You understand?
You know.
So already, like, they have so much knowledge, and I mean, you can be an entrepreneur by just owning a phone.
Really?
You can be a millionaire.
You can do anything now.
Honestly. You don't need to be in an office.
That's and here we are going back to the point of age. I don't feel restricted.
Yeah.
I don't ever see myself and go, okay, I do have my moments when I'm like, oh, I'm too old, I'm gonna break a hip, whatever. But I then wake up from it, because I look at my mental health, and I look at myself inside, and I'm content with it. Yeah. You know, I'm not staring at mirrors all day. People think I'm staring at mirrors all day. That's the perception of gym people, but no. I mean, I do have a friend who's always got his top off, even in the winter. So yeah, you know what I mean? Like, you're never too old to do anything, especially this time, because as you said, the world is so open. Yeah, you can have your own opinion, you can have your own agenda, 100%. You can have your own rights to anything. Even look with music. Yeah, back in the day, they didn't know much about royalties. Yeah, you understand? You only had the big superstars who owned maybe a few. Now the generation is changing. Now everybody's like, oh, I want to keep my royalties. Yeah, people are fighting for it. You know, and it doesn't matter if you're 50, 70, 80. Because you never stop learning till you die. True. Nobody can tell me, oh, my gran is 100 years old, she knows it all. No, she doesn't. 100 is not even that long. That's what I'm saying.
By the way, talking on that, like, you know, a lot of people always think like age gives you wisdom, but you can meet some old people.
Oh yeah, I feel like I've had that discussion,
and I am young, and I definitely have more wisdom.
No wisdom per se. I think you need to watch the way you approach that. I feel like you can meet people younger than you and be like, I've lived that life. I know that life. And the problem is we're in a generation where everybody doesn't want to hear your story. They don't care. You know what I'm saying? Like, if you go to a young person and you say, at 30 or whatever, you know, I wasn't doing this. Yeah. I was doing that. Yeah. I've learned my lesson. In my 20s, all I did was drink every day. Yes. I know what that does to the body. Yeah. They'll look at you and be like,
oh, 100%. Of course they don't care, because they're living their best life.
Hell yeah.
They're living their best life. So why are you coming here? I mean, come on. I mean, me at that age, anybody that came to me and told me any of that, I was just like,
I'm saying,
you just down in my life. You know, what are you saying? You all go sit down.
Oh wow.
But I ain't gonna lie, that's the truth.
But here we are now. Yeah. You know, my mom is more judgmental than anything, because she's in that generation. Yeah. And I won't take that away from her. Yeah. You understand? If I want to help my mom with something, I will. I'll try and throw it out there. Will she respond? No. Yeah. She think I'm mad. But that's, as I said, it's just all about how you approach it and how you go about it. Yeah. Because if we go to our African parents and say, Mom, I suffer from deep mental health, she's going to say, go to church.
Can we talk about that?
Find the Lord. I've been finding the Lord.
I mean, yeah. Them sending you to go find the Lord. I mean, personally, I am a faith believer, and the Lord has helped me through my mental health.
Amen to that.
And I am proud of that. But at the same time, I know I also needed professional help. You know, I can't go to my pastor because my pastor is not knowledgeable about mental health. So I knew I had to go get a therapist, you know, or go to my GP. So this thing of our parents telling us like, oh, go find the Lord, or go to the pastor, or go whatever, like, I definitely disagree with that.
I mean, yeah, of course you disagree with it, but you know, there's not much you can do about that. I mean,
yes, we can.
Yeah,
I think
of course,
we
you
can
have
definitely
a discussion,
educate the community.
You can definitely have a discussion about it, and which is always open.
Yeah.
But I'm speaking from my personal experience.
Yeah.
If I have a brother.
I don't think you should shame us for not wanting to go to God, because I feel like
no, of course not.
Yeah.
But I have a brother. He's definitely got some sort of like serious mental like schizophrenia, whatever you call it, along those lines. Yeah. Right? But because he's in Africa, my mom just sees him as lost. And I'm like, no.
But then would that not go back to the fact in Africa there's not really that much knowledge and education about mental health?
That's what I'm saying. So the discussions can be made, but the actions are completely different. You understand? And I feel like discussions like this need to happen consistently. But I saw something in Malawi, they're speaking about mental health. Yeah.
I mean, I think, like, if anything, one thing that the pandemic has given us is insight on how our mind is so important. And we shouldn't be just looking at our physical health, but our mental health as well.
Yeah, definitely. And that's something that we all need to, you know, evaluate. Am I okay?
Yeah.
If I'm not okay, who can I reach out to?
Exactly.
Who's going to support me through this? Should I speak to my some people won't go to their parents. I would never go to my mother with anything serious.
It's because, you know,
but I have friends like you.
Yeah, with that generation, they're definitely a bit defensive when it comes to mental health. Like the whole emotional side of it, it's something that they were never given. So they're a bit alienated away from it. They are, because, like, I mean, even within our organization, Baba Yangu, the majority of people we work with are young people. Like, even when we offer services and workshops, it's young people that we see coming to our workshops. You understand? We don't really see the older generation coming and being open to talk about their mental health.
Being open, you know what I'm saying? And you're getting a lot of kids who are learning from that, who are going with that. Yeah. I'm just not going to deal with it. I'm just not going to talk about it. Yeah. And I feel like that's key. You need to, especially as parents, you need to be open to speak to your child about certain things, because we all go through things. Every single one of us goes through something.
100%.
And it's okay to kind of just be like, okay, I need to let it out. Because if you can't tell your children
to be vulnerable,
then how do you expect them to live?
True.
Because after a while, you have to let your child live. And I feel like our generation, our parents weren't as guiding with certain things as they should have. Yeah. If somebody had told me when I was in high school, oh, you might have some depression in you, that would have explained so much.
But also, don't you think that's also up to schools as well? I think, like, 100%, yes, our parents are responsible, but they also send us to school. So I feel like establishments,
of course, they
as well,
I mean, you
should also be, especially with them. I feel like they have the knowledge. Like, let's be honest, like, when we came, personally, with me and my mental health, I didn't know about mental health until I was 25. Like, you know, I probably had depression, anxiety since I was a little child, but it's something I had zero knowledge about. It's not until I had a mental breakdown and came out of it that I went to research and educate myself about mental health. You know, so I think, like, in any establishment, be work, be school, be whatever, they need to care about people's mental health.
100%.
Period.
There needs to be more done for everybody.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Even pension homes. I feel like you need to communicate with these pensioners apart from being their carer.
Yeah, I agree.
Period. Schools, same thing.
Yeah.
You need to embrace these children instead of teach them things that actually are not gonna actually. Because in the real world, when do you use pie?
That's true, but I will use emotional intelligence in the real world.
You know what I'm saying? When are you ever gonna use pie? But yet that teacher spent the whole hour
teaching about
pie. You're like, bro, I'm not in this life. You know what I mean? So I feel like there needs to be a better way for both elderly, in the middle, young.
Yeah.
You know, as I said last time, they're starting yoga classes for children in nurseries. You know, let's do that with our older generation. Let's try and communicate better with our older generation. You know, we're just closed off like, oh, I'm not going to go speak to mom because I know what she's going to say. Go.
Actually, I feel like when it comes to here, they're not really good with dealing with the older generation. When it's back home, I will say we're good at dealing with our old generation because, you know, they have the family support. You know, the grandma is still out here in the garden digging, doing
strong, bro.
You understand?
Strong,
very strong. But here you meet 60 or 70. They just look like they're
shriveled. They look shriveled
because they just put them in a home or whatever and they forget about them.
And I mean, like, this is why my mom won't come here because she thinks I want to put her in a home.
Oh my God, why are we laughing?
Because it is funny because she's not even that old. But, like, in reality, right, we need to take better care.
We do.
Because I can tell you right now, 100%, my relatives who are elderly have bad depression.
Yeah.
There's no way. Even my mother, including her.
Yeah.
But she found an other solution is to maximize Jesus.
Hey.
You see what I'm saying? So we need to then, like, obviously I'm not religious.
Yeah.
So I struggle finding placement.
Yeah.
You know, like I'm not looking for religion. I'm comfortable in my own world. But at the same time, you want to go communicate with your family.
Yeah.
Hey, mom, by the way, I was thinking of jumping off the bridge. Oh, what are you now? Okay, don't do that. Don't do that. But my mom's like, let the Lord guide you through the bridge, which is good, which is also good. Like, but it's really something we need to stress upon, especially if you're in this country. It's very dark outside.
It's dark.
Very cold. Go give your mother a hug.
True. Honestly, you're right. Like, one thing, like,
and father. I feel like I always say mother because I don't have a father, so I'm used to saying mother.
But it's also because our mothers are the ones that are always there.
I mean, I'm going to give big up to the dads out here. Why are you always hating?
I'm not hating. It's the truth. It is the truth. Our mums, like, they're the ones that, you know, holding us down.
Hot water bottle.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Like, I mean, I do love the black fathers. I'm not saying, you know, but I definitely, they need to do a bit more as well.
Take your mum for a walk.
Yeah.
You know, mothers love walks, especially in this country.
I'm going to do that, honestly. I feel like I've been neglecting
I've adopted quite a few parents in this country.
Yeah?
Yeah. I adopted a dad. I adopted a mother. My mother's Kenyan. Brilliant. And the other night, she just came out of nowhere. She's like, oh, yeah, I'm going for a walk with my pal.
Wow.
It was like 9 o'clock at night. I'm like, where are you going? Where are you going?
How she needs a walk.
Do you know what I mean? And that made her come back feeling fresh. Her mental health was stable.
Yeah.
She had enough exercise that she can go to bed and just crash out. We need to start focusing on things like that.
Yeah.
Stop just watching your mom at home cook or dad at work. There needs to be
activities with them.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Remind your mother of why she's a queen.
True.
Your grandparents. You know, I'm not even really talking about the young people because I feel like all we do is talk about the young people.
Ah, why?
Because we focus too much on the young people.
Okay.
Much love to the young people, but you just need to get a grip, right? But like really, like even your neighbor, my neighbors, I try and keep them active as much as I can. My neighbor, he's 40 something, but he's obese, right?
Would you say also it just depends where these people are and which environment? Because I, for one, in my environment, I be seeing this. They be running more than me. I be here, and I be like,
yeah, I think it is your.
So it depends which environment you're in, because I know my old people be hella active.
Oh, I'm from Paisley, so it's full of zombies out here. So you know what I mean. Like everybody's a bit But my neighbor, as I said, he's obese, right?
Yeah.
He does not leave his house.
Yeah.
Ever. And he doesn't have guests.
Mm.
You know what I mean? And that breaks my heart. Like, every time I don't speak to him for 3 days, I'll chap his door. You all right? You want to take the dog?
Mm-hmm.
You want to go outside for a walk? Do you want to come here? You want to go there? You know, my neighbors across from me have kids. You know, I ask the little girl, you know, because she's also heavier.
Yeah.
Do you want to take my dog? Go for a walk. Do you want to go do this? Because at the same time, we need to catch each other.
True.
So don't be like, oh, you know, I'm going to do me. No, I don't believe in that. I feel like we all need to work together to push this mental health thing to the next level.
100%.
If I asked my neighbor, are you depressed? He would say no, because he doesn't know.
Yeah.
He's not around anybody.
Yeah.
He's just in front of his TV, and he's been doing it for 6 years.
So long, yeah.
That's all he wants to do.
That's all he knows.
But if somebody went to him and approached him and said, are you all right, mate? Oh, I'm not feeling too good today. All right, that's no bother. What can I do to help you? Or do you mind going to the chippy and getting me some food? I'll go to your chippy. I might give you that look like you shouldn't be eating this.
Yeah.
But at the same time, it's their comfort.
Yeah.
It's their way of dealing
with whatever they're going through.
You know what I mean? And I feel like the older you are in this country, you do have a lot of mental health issues.
You do.
As you said, the youth are okay because they have so much opportunity. Here you hit a certain age, because here the biggest jobs are the catering, the bars, the this, the that. Are you really at 45 going to work in a bar?
And especially if you don't really have friends as well, like it hits you even more.
For real.
You know, because, you know, the older you get, the less friends you have.
Yep. 100%. I have one pal. Yeah. And I'm proud of that one pal.
Oh.
Because
is it me?
Oh, I forgot. But you're my bestie.
Wow.
I said pal, not bestie. Did you see that? I changed it there. Do you know what I mean? You're my soulmate, so it's different. It's a whole different story. But yeah, definitely. The older you get, the more you... And it's not like when you get older, you decide to change. That didn't happen with me. It just happened.
Okay.
I stopped eating certain things. I stopped drinking certain things. My attitude changed towards things. I got a bit more angrier in life because bills pile up more.
You
and
understand?
More,
the adult just hits you, and you're like, eh.
You have friends who are consistently busy.
Yeah.
And you can't reach out.
By the way, that's so true. Like, you know, like the older we get, like, our friends are not as available anymore.
No, because they have families.
Yeah.
They're dealing with their own problems.
Schedule.
For real. Friends. Even your mom's got plans. And you're just like, wait there, what's happening here?
What's going on?
But don't take that seriously. That's life. It's a journey. It's a process. It's how it's meant to play out.
Yeah.
You're not meant to have the same friend you had from kindergarten until you die.
True.
You're lucky if you do have that. And that's when you know that actually I had a good friend.
Yeah.
But it doesn't work like that.
True.
In life, you have to just keep making new decisions.
Yeah.
So if you have anybody who's bringing you down or anybody who's not encouraging you,
let them go.
And it's not easy though.
No, it's easy. Let them go.
All right.
No, it's not easy. I'm lying. Especially when it's been old friendships. Like, it's not easy to just let go just like that.
Really?
Because you've built up so much, you know? So just thinking of not having that person there anymore. Hey.
But that's another bad thing. That I feel like that's toxic.
It is toxic.
Because anything that you had with a past lover, a past friend, right? And you're still trying to hold on to that. That's been that happened like 10 years ago.
Yeah.
What are you doing in your life, bruv? Why are you wasting time? That's toxic. You're generating this toxic energy, as in, I want to hold on to you because you did this for me when I was 10 or 12. Sometimes in life, you just have to let go. You know what I'm saying? It's hard. You're talking to me.
Hey.
You know, but it's what helps you and makes you stronger as a human being.
I know, but it's definitely easier said than done.
Oh, of course. Everything in life is hard. That's the whole point of life.
Yeah.
I don't think we were born to be living this easy, free flow.
True.
It's not that. That's not the way it's meant to happen. You're put on here to live as hard, as best, and as love as you can. And if you don't want to tick those boxes, that's on you.
I agree.
That's on you, Agatha. And I know you tick those boxes, girl. I see you. Hair done and everything. I feel like every time I see you, your hair is different. It's a different persona.
You know, I be giving... Who do I be giving today? Moesha?
More like Latifah. But no, seriously, does that not make a difference for you?
It does.
You know?
Does. 100%. Like, It does.
And that keeps your mind stable. You know, even if it's cutting your toenails.
Boy, even just going to do my nails does a big difference, because it's like self-love.
Key.
You know, I'm giving something back to myself, like just looking like myself, you know?
Yeah, definitely. And you got to feel alive.
Yeah.
You know, don't be scared once a month to do something completely off the grid.
Yeah, I agree.
You know, I tend to do that. Just live a little bit.
Live a little.
I feel like I live all the time, though. I need a wee break from life. Agatha, will come live with you.
You can definitely come live with me.
Yeah.
But yeah. Guys, when it comes to age, like, you know, you've had me and Yoko talking, like, it's
live.
It's about living in the moment.
Living. Don't waste any more time. Let's stop wasting our time saying, oh, I'm too old to go cinema, or I'm too old. Go yourself. That's going to be me in my 50s, me and Francis. We're going to be just us in the cinema.
Yeah. So before we wrap up the show, there's one last thing that I really wanted to talk about when it comes to age, which is resilience. This is especially to the Black community.
Can you define that word though?
Resilient.
Yeah.
It's like just being told, like, be strong, or just building up such a wall where nothing hurts you or affects you, like,
for real.
You know?
Aye.
And I feel like when it comes to, like, the Black community, that's something that's been, it's like breakfast. They tell you be strong. Why you cry? Why you emotional? Why you, like, it's just, you have to be strong. You know, so I'm just thinking, like, you know, we're talking about age. When it comes to, you know, us from a young age, you know, to us being old, we're talking about mental health. I feel like we need to be taught not to be so resilient.
Yeah.
We need to be vulnerable.
Open.
Yes.
I wouldn't say vulnerable, because that's a big word.
Listen, I don't know why people are so uncomfortable with being vulnerable.
Because that's the way because this is the way we know. Because a lot of people have been hurt.
Let me tell you, if you hurt me, that's on you. Listen, me personally, right? If I know I've not hurt anyone in this world, then I will sleep so peacefully in my bed. If I'm being open and vulnerable to you and you hurt me, that's on you. It's your issue. It's your problem, not mine. Because I know I'm a good person.
You are.
So then why shouldn't I be vulnerable?
I personally don't like being vulnerable.
I love it.
I don't have time for it. I've had way too many people come in and out of my life and just take.
Okay, true. The whole taking, it does.
You have to protect yourself to a point, Agatha.
Okay, I guess.
You can't just lie down and let people hit you, bruh. I know a friend.
Okay, I guess.
You gotta make sure you are protected.
I think. I guess I'm grown enough to know when someone is taking the absolute. You know,
we can be naive. Don't just you know. I'm grown enough. We're talking about age here, bro. You can be naive no matter how old you are.
True, you're right.
Stop.
Stop. Yes. You're right.
But you really need to. Like, I'm not gonna jump on this with you.
No.
Not today. Not today. That doesn't make sense.
Maybe be vulnerable with
certain
what
things.
You're going
exactly.
through. Yes.
Be vulnerable with your depression.
Yes.
If it needs to be spoken about, when also you mean vulnerable, go to the right people.
True.
Don't be being vulnerable and going to random people who you know are not going to
hurt you.
Yeah, they're not going to feed you energy.
Yeah.
Go to people you can rely on.
Yeah.
There's only a few people I tell my little gossip, and that's you're one of them, Agatha. Do you know what I mean? Because I know you know. So don't be vulnerable with everybody. That's how you end up getting walked all over. That's why people take advantage of you. And people these days love to take advantage. So I'm protecting you now. So I stop that behavior. If I ever hear you say that again.
Guys, like, I am guilty of this, but I don't know. Like, I still believe in the human race.
You and I both, but we are in the real world.
I know.
You got to fend for yourself. I keep seeing everywhere, especially with this vaccine thing. every man for himself. What do you mean every man for himself? That's some ghetto. We're not
at
war.
You know, that's why it scares me, because like, you know, when you see everything that's going on around the world, like it's just so negative.
Exactly.
And I just want to add a bit of positivity. That's
why you do not be vulnerable.
I
swear down vulnerable, she said, you know. May, are you mad? I need to talk to you after the show. We need to have a discussion outside.
But guys, so just a recap of, you know, what we spoke about today when it comes to age. You know, it's about the process.
It is.
It's about the journey.
It is.
You know, don't be scared to go out there because, you know, you're saying you're too old or, you know,
too young.
Like, enjoy the moment.
Every moment counts, because
it does.
When you're gone, you're gone.
You are gone.
My mom used to say to me, right, one thing. When you go to heaven at the gates, apparently the gates. So when you get to the gates, the guy's going to ask you, right?
Yeah.
What did you do with your life? Right? Serious. And I always used to wonder, what would I say? What have I done is so amazing to be let in? You know what I mean? So that's when I decided I'm going to live my best life. I'll have a whole list of things that I've done.
I live my best life.
Let me in. Swear down, you know.
Yeah, that's so true. Honestly, that's one thing I always think about as well. Like, you know, 100%, like I told you, I'm a religious person. So I'm always thinking, like, you know, when I get to that and God's asking me, like, what have you done with your life? And for me, I want to be like, I've touched someone's life somehow. Help someone.
100%.
In some form or another. You know, but guys, thank you so much for joining us on Mind Matters. You know, Mind Matters is on every Friday at 5 p.m. You can catch up on the show on our YouTube channel, Jambo Radio Scotland. You can catch up on our website, www.jamboscotland.co.uk. And, you know, we want to hear from you guys, and we want to
share your thoughts.
You know, what topics you want us to discuss. And guys, we would love, for once, we want someone to call us or, you know, join into the conversation. You know, so I will keep repeating the phone number all the time, but you know, we love you always. Have a lovely weekend.
Oh, it's a weekend.
It's a weekend.
Live your best life. Live it.
You're not promised tomorrow.
Hell yeah. Monday to Sunday, innit?
Yes.